Scroll TikTok or Google this week, and you will see it. A calm caption claiming Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds on August 12, 2026. People are planning for floating cars and falling cities. Will gravity really stop for 7 seconds? Short answer, no. Here is where the rumor came from and the science that kills it. The viral claim is specific, which is part of why it spreads. It says that on August 12, 2026, at 14:33 UTC, Earth's gravity will vanish for 7 seconds. Versions of the post warn that civilians could rise tens of meters into the air, then slam back down. Some claim 40 million deaths from falls, broken infrastructure, and years of economic collapse. That is a catastrophe movie wearing a science costume. When a rumor is this detailed, the smart move is not panic. It is to ask who said it, what evidence they offered, and whether the physics even allows the story. That is how engineers and fact-checkers treat extraordinary claims. So what do the posts say happened behind the scenes? Many repeat the same copy-pasta. In November 2024, they claim a secret NASA document called Project Anchor leaked online. The budget is $89 billion. The goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly. The cause, they say, is gravitational waves from black holes intersecting, supposedly predicted in 2019 with a probability of 94.7%. Those numbers sound precise. Precision is not the same as truth. This kind of story spreads because it hitchhikes on a real sky date. August 12, 2026 really does feature a total solar eclipse visible across parts of Europe, Greenland, Iceland, and Spain. A real eclipse is interesting and worth watching safely. Panic posts bolt fake physics onto a calendar everyone can Google, then add institutional authority, a leaked NASA file nobody can produce, and a round number of deaths that feels like a headline. Fear, curiosity, and a shared countdown do the rest. Here is the hard stop. NASA has addressed the viral claim directly. Earth will not lose gravity on that date. Gravity is not a switch. Earth's gravitational pull comes from the planet's mass, its core, mantle, crust, oceans, and atmosphere acting together. The only way Earth could lose that gravity would be to lose that mass. There is no credible Project Anchor document. There is no official NASA plan to survive a 7-second gravity blackout. Fact-checkers, including Snopes, have labeled the Project Anchor leak story false. When reporters asked about the rumor, the agency's answer was blunt. It is not happening, and the physics of mass will not take a 7-second holiday because a screenshot said so. What is real on August 12th is astronomy, not apocalypse. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun and casts a shadow on our planet. The moon briefly covers the sun's disk from certain viewpoints. That changes daylight in the path of totality. Birds may quiet. Streetlights may confuse themselves. Temperatures can dip. Those effects are local and temporary, and they are about light and heat, not the sudden vanishing of weight. NASA has said a solar eclipse has no unusual impact on Earth's overall gravitational force. Darkness for minutes is not weightlessness. So, what is gravity if it is not a button someone forgot to unplug? In everyday terms, mass pulls on mass. Earth is enormous compared with a person, so you feel a steady downward acceleration we call g, roughly 9.8 meters per second squared near the surface. Drop a phone and it accelerates toward Earth's center because Earth pulls harder than the phone pulls back. In modern physics, mass and energy shape space-time, and free-falling objects follow the curves that creates. Either way, you do not get a free 7-second holiday from weight while Earth stays Earth. You cannot cancel planetary gravity with a passing shadow, a podcast clip, or an unsigned PDF. Still thought. Experiments are useful for showing how bad the rumor physics would be if they were somehow true. If Earth's gravity truly vanished even briefly, the atmosphere would not politely wait for you to float. Air pressure and weather patterns depend on gravity holding the atmosphere to the planet. Oceans would stop behaving like oceans. Loose objects indoors and outdoors would follow inertial paths while the ground under them tries to keep spinning with Earth. Buildings, bridges, and orbits are all part of a system balanced around that pull. A sudden off-then-on event would be catastrophic and physically incoherent with everything we measure about mass and gravity. Scientists who study gravity waves detect tiny ripples in space-time from distant black hole mergers, changes so small that they take kilometer-scale laser interferometers to notice. Those signals do not predict Earth suddenly becoming a carnival ride. A related confusion is astronaut floating. People see crews on the International Space Station drifting and think gravity must be off up there. It is not. At typical station altitude, Earth's gravity is still about 90% of what you feel on the surface. Astronauts float because they and the station are continuously falling around Earth together, orbital freefall. Weightlessness is a motion story, not a missing mass story. That distinction matters every time a viral post mixes up floating with gravity disappearing. If you jumped out of a plane with a parachute, you would also feel strange forces, but nobody would announce that Earth had switched gravity off. Neighboring bodies do tug on Earth. The moon and sun raise ocean tides by pulling differently on different parts of the planet. Those differences are real and measurable, and they are tiny next to Earth's own surface gravity acting on you. The moon does not cancel your weight for 7 seconds when it lines up with the sun. An eclipse is a geometry of light and shadow, not a gravity nullification event. Planetary alignments make beautiful diagrams. They do not rewrite Newton's apple into a social media countdown. How do you spot the next version of this fake? Look for a secret primary document nobody can show. Look for death tallies and budgets that appear without sources. Look for a scary date that sits on top of a genuine astronomical calendar item. Ask whether the claimed mechanism, waves from distant black holes flipping Earth's gravity off like a light switch, matches anything published by real observatories. Prefer statements from primary agencies and mainstream science reporting over anonymous leaks. If the physics sounds like a movie trailer and the citation trail ends on social media, treat it as fiction until proven otherwise. Curiosity is healthy. Sharing panic without checking is not. On August 12, 2026, if you are in the right place and have safe eclipse glasses, you may get a beautiful sky show. You will not lose gravity for 7 seconds. Mass will still pull. Earth will still hold you. The internet will invent another rumor tomorrow, and the same habit of checking sources will still work. Follow for more amazing facts.